Last night I took my jiu-jitsu teacher to the Comedy Store. And yes, since Jersey, I've been writing a lot again in the book. And I thought about this story that was fucking whenever I go to New York and perform, I swear to God, I always see this kid that I grew up with. And he just waves at me. And one time in Jersey, I looked at him and I double looked at him and I'm like, I know this guy. And I went over and gave him a hug, but he didn't want to take a picture. He didn't even want to talk. And then I saw him again in New York. Then I saw him again last summer in the Borgata.
Just by accident?
I always just see him.
Really?
And he just waves.
He's like an extra in your life.
Like an extra in my life.
Yeah.
But there's more to the story. I was very good friends with him and his family growing up.
I see.
He had two other brothers. One was a wrestler, and the other one was a gangster. The wrestler I sold ups to. Black beauties.
Gotta drop that weight,
make
man.
weight. He, since their last name started with a D, I became friends with him in homeroom. And he was dear friends with a dear friend of mine. And I loved this kid like a brother, and he loved me like a brother. I used to go to his house, but throughout the years, my relationship with the younger brother selling them the pills, this kid knew he wanted to be a cop when he was 10. So he would tell me to stay away from his older brother. But his older brother made me 25 G's when I was 17 one time, handed it to me in an envelope. I love
25 grand at 17?
25, 20 grand in $20 bills. Oh. It was fucking 2 rubber bands stacked together, fresh bills out of a bank.
He robbed the bank?
No. It was, at that time, he was already in with these good dudes. And he used to, this was crazy. I went to him and said, can you do this? And he was a drive-through teller.
Okay, yeah. I remember that you put in the tube and...
So there was 2 checks.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll do it, but I got to keep one. You keep the other one. You keep the higher one. I'll keep the lower one.
That was his
got away with it. And then later on, he grew in the bank. Even though he was involved with a crime family, he grew in this bank. And then in the early 80s, when everybody wanted to be a drug dealer, he would take money out of a vault on a Friday at 3 and give it to you. Like he'd give you 60 for 85,000. But you better have that money back Sunday night at 9 o'clock because he had
that was his
crime
bank
family behind.
Yeah.
He would take money out of the vault.
That's nuts.
To pick up 2 or 3 kilos to move them, and he'd take a percentage of your earnings. But I mean, that's what he would give you, 60 for 85.
Vault he's taking that
60 for 85, and nobody do nothing.
And they never got caught?
Never got caught. He never got caught.
Shit. Everyone was always good with the money.
Then there was a loan shark that I would borrow from. I was into him for thousands. Because I would go up to him and say, you know Ryan Sticker? Yeah, a good kid, comes to the bar. He knocked up his girlfriend. He has to get an abortion. Needs $500. He doesn't want to ask you. So you wouldn't even know you were taking a loan out from the guy. I'm paying him big on the money I told him.
I'm getting beat down 2 months later, not even knowing why.
So because I was going up to him as like the go-between, he was giving me 10% anyway.
Oh, shit.
So he thought I was giving you the loan.
So you're getting 10% on your own loan
from
that he thinks is my fucking money. And when you don't pay that back, he ain't coming to you.
And there you are at the bar drinking, having a good time. He'd be sitting there
fucking bat across
watching
the back.
you. No, he'd be there watching you, and you'd be buying drinks for people.
No, on his money,
On his money. Hilarious. I had one kid that owed him like 40 grand. He didn't even know it.
That's insane.
And after I left, he would go in there and shoot pool, and that's when the guy went up to him and they said, Doug, where's my 40? What are you talking about? So now me and him were wanted by this guy. So I leave.
I like how this started with him being a great friend. He's the number one friend in the world.
I leave for 9 months. I come back. And this bar is still the hot spot in North Bergen. It's called Joe Mary's. And the owner owns it. And he lives upstairs, the loan shark. But over the year, I heard that he got sick and he wasn't in the bar a lot. I'll never forget this. So there's a front door and there's a back door. And there's a bunch of people shooting pool. Me and Stinky, the guy that I told him that I borrowed the 40 grand from, we're walking back to the door, like tiptoeing, and we knock on the back door, and we're like, is George in there? And the guys that are shooting pool like, what? They're like, come in. And we're like, is George in there? And they're like, no. And all of a sudden you hear, no, George is up here. And we looked up and George is right. He goes, how you guys doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you have some money for me. And we're like, we do, George. Come on down. And he goes, I'll be right down. And he closed the window and we just took off running. And I just never saw George the fucking loan shark again.
What year is this, by the way?
83.
So 40,000 is like 80,000. Like, what is it?
Oh, he's dead. He was 60.
Well, no, I know you don't owe him now. I'm just saying, it's a lot of money now.
There's a guy out there that owes him $250,000 that Joey had on him somewhere. Dude never even knew.
Oh my God, it was fucking hilarious.
If it's 2 in the afternoon and you ain't high, go fuck yourself. Get out of my face. I want you around me like I want cancer in my ball sack. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna come around here looking at me with your fucking wide eyes, thinking that I'm gonna reform. Go fuck yourself. My morning starts at 5:30 a.m. Either you're there or you're square. You know what I'm saying?